Hey everyone, it's Justin, and I recently made a video ranking the top 10 KO prompts in my personal opinion. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down in the description below. But that video did pretty well, so I decided to make another top 10 ranking, but this time it's going to be the Lord icons. A quick disclaimer, like in the last video, this is recorded before Ultron comes out, so he's not going to be on the list. Anyway, let me know what you guys would change about my list. Did you guys agree with it? Is there anything you would add? And of course, we'll jump right into the video. Now, kicking off my list at number 10, we have the character that I personally love to play, but everyone hates to have on the other team, and that's Hawkeye. Now, looking at his Lord icon here in the preview window, you can see that he's got this cool little arrow here, the lighting on his hair is pretty sick, and he's got a fierce look on his face. The negatives, though, come down to the fact that this arrow actually gets cut off in-game. If you look at this window down here, you can already see that it's kind of cut off, and then half of the icon is actually taken up by his shoulder, so it loses points in that regard as well for me, and that's why he's at number 10. Moving on to my number 9 pick, I'm going with Cloak and Dagger. Now this one is cool because of the fact that it's a 2-for-1 in the aspect that you get a Lord icon for both Cloak and Dagger. I love the pink and purple little background with these two little dots on both of their pictures. However, the pose is just a little bit basic for both of them, so it's only at number 9 on my list, but I could definitely see this one being a little bit higher on other people's lists. For my number 8 pick, we're going with Mantis. To start off this one, I really like the color. The green just really pops. I also love that she's got this karate pose going on with her hand just ready to fight there. And then she's also smiling. She's just kind of having a good time. And overall, there's just not a lot to complain about with this one. And that's why it's at number 8. Number 7 goes to Storm. This Lord icon is a little unique in the aspect that I think it's the only Lord icon that actually faces to the left. I really like the blue and red little accents here, and then on top of that, the lightning coming from her eyes and her shoulder just adds such a nice touch. However, if you look at the window down here, her outfit kind of gets cut off in game, so it kind of loses points in that regard, but it's still a really nice, solid picture. Number 6 on my list is going to Squirrel Girl. For her Lord icon, I like it because of the fact that you have her slingshot in the background. You can see a good amount of her outfit. She's smiling and she's also winking. I like her hair a lot more in this one than her normal icon. And then the cherry on top is she has this squirrel on her head. However, she loses some points because if you look down here, that squirrel actually gets cut off in game, so you don't really get to see him compared to our normal icon where the squirrel is actually still visible in the corner. However, overall, I still really like this pick, and that's why it's at my number 6. Kicking off my top 5 is going to be Black Widow. Now, I think that her Lord icon is such a good improvement from her basic icon. With the Lord icon, you can actually see her sniper rifle. Even in game, although it gets cut off, you can still see a little bit of it. And then it's just such a nice effect to have this cool like red digital scope in there. I also wanted to point out while filming this, I noticed that for her hero profile picture, her eye overlaps her hair. I don't know if that was intentional, but it kind of bugged me, so I just wanted to see if anyone else noticed it. Sorry if that now bugs you forever. The number 4 pick on my list goes to Rocket Raccoon, the character that I played the most. This picture is just pretty sweet in the fact that you can see a good amount of his outfit. He's got this devilish smile going. I really like the way that the light is bouncing off the back of his hair here. I think overall this picture really just encompasses his personality. It would be higher. However, I just hate his stupid mohawk. I literally wear skins just so I don't have to have that mohawk. But yeah, number 3 is gonna go to Adam Warlock. I love the color of this icon the most out of all the other icons, mainly because if you know me, I love gold. So this one is just right up my alley. He just looks like such a Chad. He's got the glowing eyes, golden locks that are just flowing, and the pose is just super heroic. I think this one would be my number 1 if the other top 2 weren't so good. Number 2 on my list is going to Luna Snow. Now this one has a lot going on. She's got this snowflake on her chest, a little star down here. She's making a heart with her fingers, and then the heart is actually right above her fingers as well. And she's giving you a good little wink with a smile. Overall, I think this one is a top 2. I could definitely see this one being number 1 for other people. The moment we've all been waiting for, my number 1 pick shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to Venom. I think a lot of people are going to have him at number 1. I mean, just look at that picture. Look at all those teeth. His mouth is wide open. What that mouth do? And then the tongue just steals the show. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. That's about it for this video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Again, let me know down in the comments if there's anything you would change about my list and what your list would look like. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.